Hello everybody, it is Alex. Welcome back. I wanted to share with you guys today my makeup empties. I have been working on my makeup empties while I was on my little hiatus off of the YT, and I figured why not just tally everything up for you guys. I will show pictures of the products categories. I will give you the sub cost of what I used up per category and the total at the end. As you guys know, I always give this disclaimer. This is very depending on how your makeup collection is. If you have a lot of drugstore, your total cost is not going to be that high, but if you use a lot of high-end products, that's where you're going to see a lot of like usage money. I have a mixture of both, and also you guys know that I no longer have a lot of deluxe sample size products or mini size products. Everything is mainly full size, so I'm getting the full amount of money in these products. I used up a ton. I shocked myself. I did not use the same amount as last year. Last year I used a lot more, but I already had warned you guys starting in 2021 that I did not have a lot of products that were going to be easily used up, and that will continue as a trend for me. I'm at the point where a lot of my products are very hard to completely use up as an empty and have a lot more because I do not have easily used up products, as you guys know. So my numbers as far as quantity and amount will probably diminish year after year because it's just impossible to slap on so much makeup on my face to use up completely. So I just wanted to let you guys know that's just me personally. It's gonna vary from person to person and what they use, and you guys, I'm sure you guys already know that going into Empties videos. So we're gonna get into it. If you're new, welcome. You guys know the drill. Alejandra, eyeshadow enthusiast, Dasher Project Pan. That's something that you want to see, continue to enjoy on your feed? Join us. And now let's get on with my empties. I have everything written down, or otherwise I would forget everything. So let's start out with the first category. I used up one lash glue. You'll see it on the screen. Everything you'll see on the screen, so I'm not gonna repeat that. Lash glue, I used the Tarte Pro lash glue. Not my favorite, didn't like it too much. That was a total of $9 I used up. That's a very expensive lash glue, let me tell you. And I don't remember how I got it. Gel liners, this year I used up 3 gel liners. There is a project that I've been doing on my own that involves me to use my gel liners. So you're going to see a lot of my gel liners being used up throughout the years because there's no way that I can use up a gel liner on my eyeballs. But I do have certain things that I do use my gel liners for. So I did end up using 3 gel liners. I used up the Makeup Geek Immortal, which I would absolutely run and repurchase if it was still available. I think that is one of the best gel liners I've ever tried. Jet black, matte, glides on, and after so many years of having it and opened up, it did not dry up. That was $8, and then I used up 2 Sephora gel liners, not my favorite. Each of them were $6, so I used a total of $20 worth of gel liners this year. And that's actually, I'm proud of myself because I haven't bought a gel liner in a very long time. Bronzers, I ended up using 2 bronzers this year. They were both mini size, but I'm still counting them because I told you guys it's hard for me to use full size. These are my I have 2 more minis, I believe, left in my collection, but they're gonna be tough to use up. First one I used was the Bare Minerals the Skinny Dip. That was about $5.80-ish. And then my Marc Jacobs Tan Trick Bronzer. That was about $5.50. So I only used up about $11.30 of bronzers, but I used up 2, and that's 2 getting out of my collection. Face primers, I ended up using 3 this year, which kept me down to 1 for the rest of the year, which is awesome. The Becca First Light, which was a sample size $6. The MAC Strobe was $6, and the MAC Skin was also $6. I used up a total about $18. And bear in mind, these are just like me calculations estimates because there is no exact amount of what these are. So I'm just guessing around how much they would be compared to the full size. These were all mini sizes. As I told you guys, I don't have many mini sizes left, so it's gonna be difficult for me to use up more. For a corrector, I only used up 1. It was the IT Cosmetics corrector. That was $21. I still have 1 left in my collection. That is my favorite, but it has been discontinued, so I will be searching elsewhere for that. Foundations, I was very shocked about, but some of these were used from the year prior, and some I only used halfway and only counted the cost of it half. So here we go. Foundations, I used up 4. The Clinique Beyond, $34. That sucker, oh my goodness, took forever to finish. And I still have 1 again. Took forever to finish. The Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. That one broke me out, so I only used half of that. And you guys, I would not buy that again. I did not like that at all. The AOA Studio BB Cream, that was $1. I used up that whole thing. I also wouldn't buy that one again because it was too orange. Wet n Wild. My tinted Wet n Wild moisturizer, I ended up using that completely up. I bought it last year and I used it up last year, which was awesome. That was $6. So I used up a total of $51.39 of foundation. As you guys can see, I only have one high-end foundation in here. If I would have had like 3 or 4 high-end, that could have been over $100 right there. I want to try more high-end foundations. I found that the higher-end foundations for me work better. I don't know if I want to do any more drugstore. Maybe one drugstore, maybe one high-end. I don't know. I'm a little iffy when it comes to foundations right now. Shadow stick. I ended up using one shadow stick. That was from 2020 to 2021. That was the Jordana Continuous Shadow Stick in Almond. That was $3. So I only used up $3 worth of cream eyeshadows, unfortunately. Eyeliners, I used up 2. This is where I said these are difficult to use up. The Lorac eyeliner was a sample size, was $8. And Buxom eyeliner, that was a full size. I used up, that was $18. Total $26 of eyeliner, you guys. Oh my goodness, I'm never buying another eyeliner in my life. Powders, these are all pressed or loose. I used up 4, which was awesome. Cover FX for $35. The matte one, I love that one. The MAC MSF, love that one. That was my second one. $37. The By Terry Hyaluronic one, I want that so bad for my under eyes, but I'm trying to use the 2 that I currently have for my under eyes before I spent the money on this one. This is $60, you guys, but it was well worth it because it lasted me a good 2.5 years, and I thought it was gorgeous under my eyes. And now that I'm getting older, it might be worth spending the $60. And then the AOA Studio powder for $1. Would not buy that again. I found better ones, and I'd rather spend the money on it. So I used up $101 worth of powders this year. MAC by Terry and Cover FX are really, really good. I loved all 3 of those. Lip balms, I used up 2. The Fresh Sugar Dream one, that was the Advanced Therapy one. Beautiful. Deluxe sample size, roughly around $13. And then there was one called the Noya. It was an organic lip balm. I hated that thing. $4. I hated it. I would not buy that. It dried out my lips more than it did anything else. I used up a total of $17. And you know the sad part is that it took me to use up that whole entire tube of lip balm to realize it was the lip balm drying out my lips. I thought it was other things. Nope, it's a lip balm. Lipsticks, you guys. This I'm very proud of. I used up 4. 2 were deluxe sample size, 2 were full size. And I think that this year I should have more because I want to incorporate and use them more as cream blushes. First and foremost was my Maybelline Daring Nude. That was $8, you guys. That is my very first lipstick, full tube lipstick I've ever used, which is amazing. Bite Pepper. I roughly said around $10 for that one. A Bite Date was another one that I used up. Those were both mini size, but they had a lot of product in them. And then the Revlon HD in Sand, $7.19. I have another one of those that I should be able to use this year up as well. Total amount was $35.19 worth of lipsticks. This is why I don't buy lipsticks, because one lipstick is the cost of that. I don't even use that much. Setting sprays, I used up a lot of my inventory. I used up 5, and out of those 5, 2 were deluxe sample sizes. A Cover FX one, $5. I am going to repurchase that one. I love that one to death. The Glow recipe one, the watermelon slice, I think it was called, $28. Would not buy that again. The Ilia Blue Light Filter, that was a deluxe sample size. Actually, the deluxe sample size cost $18, you guys. The size that I had cost $18, and that wasn't even the full size. I think that did squat. I would not buy that. I wouldn't even buy for the $18 again. Urban Decay All Nighter, I had a deluxe sample size for $7. And the Ofra Makeup Fixer, that was about $5 for that one. So I used a total of $63 in setting sprays this year. Goodness, these numbers, $63. Could you imagine? Here's $63. I'm buying setting sprays. I don't know if I would do that. Lip glosses, I ended up using 4. This is also an awesome category that I had. The Pixie one, the Chloe Murillo one, love that one. That was $14. 2 Lorac lip glosses. I adored these. One was a nude, one was a pink, both costing $18 a piece. I would definitely repurchase lip glosses from Lorac. I thought they were the best formula I've tried in a long time. And then Grande Lips, this mini size one for $6, a plumping one. No, did not like that one. Holy crap, that killed my lips. ripped my lips apart. It was horrible. So I used up a total of $56 of lip gloss. That was pretty good. I'm hoping to be able to use up more lip glosses this year. Eye primers, you guys, these were mainly deluxe sample sizes with the exception of one. I used up 5. That's awesome. The Too Faced glitter glue one, 24 bucks. I used the majority of that one up. I had a little bit left that I went bad at the end, but I used a lot of that one up. Urban Decay one, that was about $8. 3 Loracs, and they both were, each of them were about $7 a piece. I have so many Lorac ones left. It's the one I'm currently using, so you're gonna see quite a bit of them being used this year as well. 5 seems about reasonable just because they're smaller ones. I do have a few larger ones left in my collection, so after I'm done the Lorac ones, it may be a little bit of a slower pace with these. But I used a total of $53 worth of eye primers. Lip liners. This year was tough. I slacked on my lip liners. Normally, I'm pretty good at it, but I used up all my easy ones. Now I have a little bit more harder ones to work on, so I think that's what it is as far as formula and color. So it's going to slow down a little bit with lip liners, but I'm still using them up. I only used up 3. One was a True Fiction one in a plum shade, $4. Fiona Styles, the beautiful formula, but they no longer exist, $16, and a Milani one for about $8. So I only used $28 worth of lip liners and only 3 of them. Kind of disappointed on that, but I'm working on that. Liquid Cream Blushes. This was awesome. I used up 5 this year. As you guys know, 4 out of those 5 were my NARS liquid blushes. Each of them $30 a piece. I'm so proud of myself for this. I used them all up and they were all beautiful. I do not regret using those up. They were a beautiful formula. Awesome for a liquid blush. Awesome. And the other one I used was a Rare Beauty sample size. That was about $5. I used $125 worth of liquid cream blushes, you guys. $125. Wow. And I did not pay for any of those NARS liquid. They were actually sent to me for free. But holy crap, you get a lot of product in those, and they're such a good formula. I really like them. All right, I'm going to run through this one real quick because this is going to be boring. I used up 13 mascaras, and they ranged from deluxe sample sizes to full sizes. I had Hourglass, Maybelline, Merit, Milk, Wonder, a MAC one, a Tarte one. So I had a range of between a high-end and deluxe sample sizes and drugstore. I used up a total of $184 worth of mascara. I use 2 at a time. Currently, I'm about to run out of 1, which will count for this year. Not my favorite, but it's there, you know, I'm using it. We'll see. 13. I have about 13 left in my collection, so maybe I'll use up my whole collection this year and I'll finally get to buy a new one. I haven't bought a new mascara in years. Years, you guys. Longer than lipsticks, to be honest with you, because I'm always getting them in deluxe, which I got another 3 in the holiday season as deluxe sample sizes, so I don't buy mascaras. Liquid cream highlighters. This was another category I rocked it this past year. I used up 7 of them, you guys, 7. I used an Ilia one. That was a deluxe, the serum one. That was about $6. A L'Oreal, the glitter liquid ones. That was about $12. Marc Jacobs, the glow stick, $42. That one was a lot. MAC Hush. The cream pot one was $25. Ciate, the stick one, was $21. Benefit What's Up was $30. Benefit Sunbeam, which was beautiful liquid one, was $26. These are so expensive. I want to bring this down to 1 liquid highlighter, so I'm hoping I can get there hopefully soon. I used up $162 worth of liquid cream highlighters. Wow. For me not using them the way they're intended to on your cheekbones, high points, whatever, that's a lot of money to spend on them to have them just use them up as face primers. That's a lot. Liquid cream bronzers. I only used up 1 this past year. That was my Cover FX one. Oh my goodness, that was so beautiful, you guys. I currently only have 1 in my collection. Once I'm done with that, I just found out when I went to find the price of this Cover FX one that it is back in stock when it comes to Cover FX products. It's only available on the Cover FX website. It is $29, the Sun-Kissed one. I am repurchasing it. I loved it so much. My sister loved it. I put it on. I just love it. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful cream, like liquid bronzer. Once I'm done with my NARS one, because I think the NARS one is no longer available, I will go back to the Cover FX. I thought that was so beautiful. So I used up $29 worth of liquid cream bronzers, and I'm so happy that was not discontinued. It is on their website. Eyebrow pencils. I used up 8. Now, bear in mind, some of these were deluxe sample sizes. but they were still worth a bit. If you were to buy these deluxe sample sizes, they were worth a bit. I used 3 benefit ones that each cost $14 a piece, and that is a deluxe sample size. Folklore, I used up 2, which were both $9 a piece. AOA Studio one, which was $1, that was decent. Anastasia, that was a joke. That was about $3 worth, if that. And then a Bad Gal one that was worth $5. I used up $68 worth of eyebrow pencils. I only have 2 left in my collection, which is awesome. Using up 8 is a lot, and I don't want 8 in my collection. It's unnecessary. Face palettes, I only used up 1. You guys know that. That was my Cover FX one. It's $21, so total $21. At least I got 1 face palette out of my collection. As long as I got 1 a year, I'm content because I have a lot. And then last category was concealer. I only used up 1 concealer. That was my Clinique one. That was $27, and there was a ton of product in that one. I actually wouldn't mind repurchasing that one as well. I enjoyed that one. At first, I didn't like it, but I actually, the more I use things as you pan, the more you enjoy things and learn how to work with them. I actually like that. So that was a $27 worth of concealer. All right, you guys. So I used up a total of 77 makeup products this year. I do not count anything else. No skincare, no body care, no hair care, none of that. I only do my makeup. 77 products. I know that's less than what I used last year, but that's fine. I used up a total of $1,128.88 worth of makeup. That is right there going rouge for Sephora, which I did not do this year, by the way. That is a lot of money that I used up this year. Last year, I used up over $1,500 worth. And again, I had a lot more products. This year, I didn't expect to hit $1,000. I did. I was shocked. Very, very shocked. I'm very proud of myself for all the products that I ended up using. I think it was a very successful year overall, even though with all the obstacles that we've had. I don't know how I'm going to see it this year, just because I have more full-size products. I have more products that are going to need a lot of usage on to even hit pan on. So I don't know what my empties will look like this year. I'm more concentrating on using my makeup than like using and abusing it than completely emptying it out. I don't want to stress myself out with emptying things out and having to have a specific number. That's not how I like to do it. I like to do this naturally and use things up naturally. And this is it. So we'll see. We'll see what my products are this year. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I loved the amount that I used up, and both ways. Everyone's different, and depending on what you use up, that's what your totals are going to be. But for me, I'm proud. I'm very excited. We'll see how much more I can use if I'm able to buy new products this year, because I have 0 in those categories. I don't know. We'll see. I'm very excited. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll put more videos on the screen for your enjoyment. Until then, adios.